Namaste, my beauties. I want to do the reading with three examples, but also I want to ask, not to ask, I want to show you how to do triplets. Even if you are completely new to tarot cards, even if you just have a new deck, usually a deck of tarot comes with a little booklet which has the meanings, but also you can find the meanings online and read everything you can. There are billions of thousands of websites which tell you the meaning of the cards. So you can, in a situation in which what I want to show you how to do that, and then we will look at the examples. So while I'm talking, please choose a number from 1 to 3, because we will be looking into past, present, future of yours. Either choose number 1, number 2, or number 3, because I will show you the examples, and also I will tell you something about you specifically. But before I do that, I want to explain you triplets. The thing is that very often you could be in life in such situation. Why it is fantastic if you get yourself the deck of tarot cards, even if you're not going to have your channel or become a professional tarot reader or something like this, have it for yourself, because very often the life sends us a situation in which we do not know what we should do, and you might not have money to purchase a reading, or even though I already told you there are websites you can get a reading under $10, but let's say you don't have any other sources. So here you have your deck of tarot, and you have your little booklet, and you have your internet which shows you the meaning. This is how you can ask any question and receive the answer in a very good way. This way is called triplet. It means 3 cards. For example, any situation you had an argument with your friend, or you had an argument with your boss, or it's about the job, you have issues at your work, you do not know how things are going to be developing, you do the triplet. You are saying, okay, I want to ask this deck about my past, my present, and my future. When you do determine your future, please ask specific period of time. I already said that many times. Ask specific period of time. So how things are gonna be developing at this place where I work right now, my past, my present, my future at this particular situation. So you look at the past, you look at the present, what it is now, and you see what issues you are having now. And of course, when you see what issues you are having, also you already can get a lot of information what you can or shouldn't do about it, and you are seeing the future. Or for example, this is another example, this is a triplet. You do not know how to act in this situation. For example, you are in a very unhappy marriage. You don't know whether you should leave this man or you should stay and try to fight for it. So this is what you ask. If I stay in this marriage, this is my past, this is my present, this is my future. If I leave this marriage, my past, my present, and future. Why it's so important to look at the past? Because this is the base of your situation, the base of everything, why everything went the way it went. If you don't know your roots, you don't know how to grow. For example, if you are in relationship, same thing. You have lots of misunderstanding, or you don't know how situation will be developing or will not be developing. So me and John, in a period of time of 6 months, our past, our present, our future. And here in the 3-card spread, you can have a lot of information already. Or another way, very informative 3-card triplet. He is thinking, he is feeling, he is acting. What are his feelings, actions, and thoughts? This is already going to give you the maximum information. His past, present, future of him with you, or how he saw you in the past, how he sees you now, how he will see you in the future, or he feels, he thinks, feelings, thoughts, actions, or actions, feeling, thoughts, however you want to put it. And you already gonna get yourself tons of information about the situation. And I'm gonna do an example for it. How about, we're not going to ask specifically with him, how about you? We are gonna take you and see what, for example, you don't know exactly what exactly you want to ask sometimes. So let's do this. My past, my present, my future, and whatever the spirits want to tell us. Choose from 1, 2, 3. Your past, your present, your future. Number 1, I'm just showing you an example how the triplets work. You can do triplets yourself. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And after that, you simply going to look. Let me put it somewhere here. Excuse me. You're going to look at the meanings. So, number 1, past, present, future. In your past, it shows the King of Swords. So, of course, naturally, well, so many of you are dealing with the King of Swords. Naturally, this man influenced your past, and it's not necessarily the man who you had love interest, but this man definitely in your past influenced your past and also influencing your future. So it can be anybody, it can be your boss, it can be, because I didn't ask specifically about relationship, it can be your boss, it can be your father, it can be your brother, it can be a man you've been with, but it's definitely a very tough man. He's active, he is brave, he is masculine. It's a good features about him, but unfortunately he has tendency to punish than to have mercy. But he keeps thinking, he thinks that himself is very fair, he thinks that he's just, but unfortunately he's not very often just. Why? Because he bases his decisions on a logic and practicality, and very seldom he bases his decisions on heart. Usually his heart and his emotions are not involved. So it's a tough guy. So again, this man influenced your past very much. It's your past were influenced with this man, and still you are being influenced with him in the present. It's a leader, and it's very difficult to stand up for yourself, to stand up with what you believe and what you want when you are dealing with the King of Swords. And another thing with King of Swords is they are very secretive and like buttoned up. It's this walking, talking mystery, which you won't believe how many female are drawn to them romantically, because we have tendency to sometimes being attracted to bad boys, because it's kind of this Christian Grey type of personality. I'm a bad boy, and we tend to think that we will melt their heart and everything would be wonderful. So this is your past, and as I said, I'm not gonna connect it specifically with romantic love relationship, but card can show it to us. Your present, in your present you have lots of dreams and lots of hopes. But what you need to pay attention, you see how informative the cards can be, even if you take just one card and you know what it means. So in your present, you are dreaming because it's a card of dreams. But unfortunately, some of the dreams you have opportunity to bring into new life and into your real life, and some of these dreams you don't. So the thing is that what you have to understand, what the message is given to you by this card, the card of a present, that you need to really understand, really understand what is that you want and choose it, and start doing things, act, not just dreaming of you every night I go through. You have to understand what you really want and try to cut off the illusions and become a little bit more real, because lots of things in your life right now as it is present are unstable. Lots of things are not clear. A lot of things are in fog. Sometimes you could be having hopes about this man, because again, this is the past which influences the future. You might be having hopes about this man, which intuitively you might know that these hopes are not going to come true, as King of Swords cannot become a Page of Cups. So like, you need to really start seeing situation clearly. My battery is about to die, and I'm sorry, excuse me for a moment, I will be putting it right here. So like that. And also beside the dreams and hopes, you also have doubts. Usually it is the choice which you have to make, because the Seven of Cups connected with the choice. It could be choices, it could be hopes. The danger of Seven of Swords is you need to really see through the fog of dreams and hopes what is real, what you really want. If you decide that you will stay with, for example, this man, if it's your romantic interest, believing and hoping that he suddenly is going to become different, we know that people don't change. They're not going to become different suddenly. So the message is, yes, it's good to be dreaming, it's good to be having this, drawing this imagination in your head, but at the same time you need to realize and to understand clearly what you want and start acting in order to bring what you want into reality. And another danger, Seven of Cups can tell you that you could be having someone in your surrounding who is not sincere, who kind of like wearing this fake mask, and your intuition, at the same time Seven of Swords shows a deep intuition. Your intuition will tell you that something like this is happening. And when we are looking into your future looks very good, but it's very, you see what it is with the past, with the present, and the future. In the future we see the world. So definitely some of your dreams are really not just are going to come true, but some of your dreams also will bring you, if you start bringing it to the action, will bring you the fantastic result, because the World card is the 21st arcana, which is the last arcana in the major arcana. So this is success of what you were thinking and dreaming about. You see, we have to connect these two cards together. So yes, you were dreaming, and right here we see you achieving your goal. You were dreaming, you understood, you realized what is that you really wanted, you started to act in order to bring what you really want into your life, and it brings you the real success. And this is the happy ending in any situation. So also the world brings you very interesting experience in life, and the world brings you, some of you, the world fame. You're doing something, you're dreaming to, I don't know, to write maybe a scenario or a book which would be loved, or would be a world bestseller. So beside dreaming, you have to sit and write it. Or something else, maybe you want to take part in a, I don't know, X Factor among the singers, and but you need to actually go there, and you need to actually or you want to start your own blog, and you need to decide how you want it. You need to start that blog, and then the world card tells you that you're gonna be successful. You're gonna be wonderful at what you are doing, and also world has a very positive meaning, which means a puzzle comes together. Like you finally know why things were happening in your life, what for they were happening in your life, why it brought you to where you are right now. So we see right here, you see how much information you can get from a triplet, from triplet, your past, your present, your future, and of course the world card is, you can, yeah, could be talking till tomorrow, but also this is you possessing, you're very gifted in creativity, and you are very deep, because a world card is very deep. And you have a potential really to expand your ideas and your talent in the world area, especially if it connected, again, I'm repeating myself, in with creativity. Now, and you have ability to bring it to the results, which not only gonna it's a happy ending, but not like ending, but it's you were working very hard, and now you see that what you were going through, what you wanted, came into reality. This is a card of success, of achieving the goals, of good events happening in your life. So pretty good. And you see the triplet, you see how much information you can get from a triplet. So I wanted to show you how the triplet work, how it can be. Number two, triplet number two, the past. The past is the Fool. So you have probably started something, or something burst into your life. And also the Fool is such a complicated arcanum. It is zero arcana, connected with number 11 and 0, and it means that you for some of you in the past, something new got into your life suddenly and brought a pretty chaotic set of events in your life. It could be connected with love, but it could be connected with something else, because in the past it shows a new soul circle in your life, or you did some radical step. For example, maybe you got married, or you got in a relationship, or you got a job, or you entered the university, or you started something. It's a pretty powerful sign. So unfortunately, the Fool, what you didn't know exactly where it is bringing you, where it is gonna get you. So for some of you, this event was a huge surprise. You're like, wow, that just happened, but it just happens. And also you had to make a lot of important decisions when it comes to this card, and you had to make a choice in your past. Of course, this is, if it resonates, then it's you. If it's not resonate, then probably not you. So could be also You've changed the place you lived, you've traveled, or could be you've met somebody, because I already said the Fool could be you've met somebody who brought a huge chaos into your life. If it's a person, a romantic interest, it's extremely difficult to be dealing with a Fool, because it's not a Seven of Swords, liar and cheat. No, the difficulty is different. When he looks into your eyes today and tells you that he wants to be with you, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with you, he believes in it. The problem is comes tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and he's going to be believing into something else. It's like, you, but you said you wanted it. He really wanted it when he said it. That's what makes a relationship with them very complicated. Your present, well, my beauties, your present shows that you are not in easy situation, but also the Six of Swords shows you that you have an opportunity, or you're trying to come out of a very complicated situation here, whether it is connected with a love and relationship, or whether it is connected with something else. This is you escaping, you are getting away from it. It's right now at the present you are in some complicated situation, and which is complicated to even decide what to do. For example, you need to leave a relationship which still mean a lot to you, but you understood that it's going nowhere. So you're still doubting, you're still not sure, but you already clearly understand you need to leave it. Or it can be not relationship, it can be a different situation. But very, very often this card comes with marriage, which is really unhappy, and you want a divorce, you want to become free, but lots of complications out there. But this card always shows that the result will be positive. Why? Because the boat leaves this old bank and goes to the new one. The problem is that it can bring you lots of worries, because you don't know what is expecting there in ahead of the time. Sometime in relationship, it means that you leaving one man in order to be with another man, or he's leaving somebody in order to be with you. But how the future gonna be, we don't know. Especially if we connect the Fool together with Six of Swords. You always need to connect one card to the other. They are never random. You have to connect them together. So yes, you are ready to leave something behind, something which is not working anymore, something what still could be important. Any situation, it can be any situation goes, but you need to leave. It could be the job, it could be the country. Maybe you want to leave a country and go to another country, immigration. And of course you are scared because you don't know how life is going to be in a new place. Or maybe you live in your home, getting married, getting into another family. You don't know how they're going to take you, how things are going to be developing. But anyway, still six is positive, more positive than it's negative because of all those worries. But it's positive because Six of Swords talks about you leaving real complicated, unpleasant, tangled situation. You are coming out of it, you are leaving it, you becoming free of it. It's this mission impossible which is becoming possible. So yes, we don't know the results, but still this is a card of you leaving something, sometimes even dangerous, something difficult, something really complicated, something with a lot of trouble. Still, it's a card of you leaving it and the situation resolving itself. Yeah, we don't know the future. We will look at the future. As I already said, very often it means your physical move, or very often this card means that you're leaving physically one place in order to go to another place and start new life there. And the future, The future looks interesting. The future looks like a page of cups. As I said, I'm not looking into the love, but very often, of course, all the cups cards are connected with emotions and feelings. And page of cups in a regular meaning brings good news, brings good news connected with pleasant feelings and emotions, and also new chances in life, new people you meet, new places you see, but of course it's connected with the feelings and emotion, and this is a new chance for love for you. I am running out of time. Triplet number 3. And your past, what was a, oh, wow, that was a past. It could be you who had to fight so difficult just to, like, let's say, to stay alive, emotionally, physically, or spiritually, because in order to win, it's a very, very, very dangerous situation you were uh, in Five of Swords. So it was a battle. Unfortunately, negative card, but good it is in the past. This card connects Tower, Death, and Ten of Swords. So you had been in a complicated situation, but in dangerous situation. Someone was playing against you, and it was very difficult for you to survive it. It was extremely stressful situation, whatever situation is connected with, but it was a relationship. If it was a relationship, you were in relationship with a man, it's like easier to be at the battlefield. It's like a war. Very, very, very stressful, very painful. You've been in that situation for quite a bit of time, but it's things haven't. We are having this in the past. It's still kind of influencing you in the present, but it's in the past already. There were conflicts. There were someone he or people, or if it's a situation, treating you unfairly. There is intrigue. There are too many things playing against you. A really, really complicated situation, dangerous, complicating, bitter situation. You had to lose something. You had to didn't like refuse from something. This is the past. You had lost something or someone. Sadness, tragic situation. Probably you were chantaged and blackmailed or something like this. So, but it's in the past. Okay, future. Present is still looking rather complicated. My beauties, if this is you, if this is connected with love and relationship, my beauties, please, you got to understand. Hopes about this. Of course, this is general readings. Of course, you might be dealing with something else. Get a private reading with me or somebody else, or many good readers out there. But very too much often, I see this situation when the Five of Pentacles, you are extremely spiritually developed person. This is already, these two cards show us the tendency of narcissist empath. I am standing here barefoot on the ground. This cathedral is him. It's his stone cold heart and soul, and you're standing there much more developed spiritually, and you say, please let me in. I'm not gonna be demanding anything. I'm not gonna be requiring anything. I will take whatever you're ready to give me. This little cup of water. I am not complaining. I am not screaming. I'm standing and knocking, and please open me your heart, and then I will show you what life is going to be. But unfortunately, this card plays negatively in relationship, usually, especially with this one is heartless. But if it's not your love relationship, then in the present, please be very reasonable with the finances. In the present, Five of Pentacles, it could be connected, of course, with this events right here, could be connected with your job, or somebody maybe borrowing money from you, not giving it back to you, also. But please be careful with finances. Be careful with the money. Try to again, this is temporarily, because Five of Pentacles, as negative as Five of Pentacles, it never lasts more than 5 weeks. And you are very strong spiritually, emotionally, and spiritually you are very strong. So that strength gonna bring you through all this difficult times, crises of you're going right now. Let's see the future. Let's hope it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. You see, I said what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Magician, already explained many times that magician have the only card which has the energies of all four elements: fire, wands, earth, pentacles, air, swords, and water, cups. You absolutely take whatever time frame you put for yourself. You absolutely taking control over every aspect of your life. This is the time of your life. All the problems are going to be resolved, all the goals are going to be achieved, all the things are going to be developing. Magician is very energetically charged, positive cards. It's this: I've got the power. You're going to get the power of all four elements, all the resources, all the doors are going to be opening to you. You are going to be fantastic. I ran out of time, otherwise I would tell you more about a magician, but you got the message. This is all, my beautiful queens. I hope it was helpful. We'll talk to you later. Namaste.